My name's Adam, and I'm an artist out of northern Wisconsin. Today, I'm going to be comparing two very awesome stroke adjustable direct drive tattoo machines to each other. And those two tattoo machines are the EZ P3 Pro Turbo tattoo machine and the WOS E50 machine. Now, before we get into the in-depth comparison on these two tattoo machines, there is some big announcements we gotta make. The awesome tattoo equipment YouTuber Captain Ron sent me the E50 tattoo machine to review, and this video would not be possible without him. So I want to thank the captain for sending over the WOS tattoo machine, and I want to thank you guys, the community, for watching mine and the captain's videos on tattoo equipment and all the reviews that me and the captain do for you guys. I appreciate all of you guys, and I appreciate the captain, so I want to do this giveaway right now. What's up? It's Adam from the future, and we're going to be talking about the giveaway. This giveaway is going to have two winners. Second place winner is going to receive the Pitch Black Gray Wash series. This is the early release series, so this is a brand new set that just came out. I got this from KINGPIN Tattoo Supplies, and they gave it to us so we could do this giveaway for you. It's a full-on gray wash set, so you get all your tones in here: extra light, light, medium, dark, and extra dark. And then my friends over at addictiveinkgear.com also threw us some needles. This is the Addictive Ink tattoo needles, and this is a 15 curve bug pin set, so you guys can use these shader needles with your shading ink. And first place winner is going to receive a tattoo machine. You'll be receiving the Ambition Mars U tattoo machine. It is a stroke adjustable tattoo machine where you can go from 4.2 stroke length all the way down to 2.2 stroke length, and you get the case and all the accessories. I got a whole YouTube video of this tattoo machine on my YouTube channel. It is extremely easy to join this giveaway, guys. All you have to do, guys, is you have to subscribe to the YouTuber Captain Ron. He is the one that sent us the WOS tattoo machine. He does reviews on tattoo machines. Go over on his channel, subscribe to him, and when he reaches 1,000 subscribers, we will draw the winner. You must also like this YouTube video and comment down below a number between 1 and 1,000. When Captain Ron's YouTube channel hits 1,000 subscribers, I am going to go down in the comments and I'm going to generate a number between 1 and 1,000, and whoever in the comments is the closest to that number that I generate will win the prize. I'll pin a link to Captain Ron's YouTube channel right in the comments below. Please only comment one number per account and make sure that your guys' number is unique from everybody else's. If multiple people pick the same number, I'm going to pick the person who posted the number first. Now back to the video. If you guys do not know yet, the Turbo tattoo machine and the WOS tattoo machine are both stroke adjustable direct drive tattoo machines. On the inside of both of these tattoo machines, you can unscrew it, open it up, you get to the cam on the inside right there, and you can adjust the stroke length on them. These tattoo machines and how you change the stroke length on them are way different than how these tattoo machines work, where you spin it to adjust the stroke length on them. I'm not going to be going in depth on how this type of stroke adjustable tattoo machine is different than this type of stroke adjustable tattoo machine. That's a whole different video in the future. WOS is the first company ever to come out with the stroke adjustable direct drive pen machine with this type of cam on the inside. WOS is quickly becoming a very big tattoo machine company. There's a bunch of WOS warriors in the comments that are backing this machine and claiming it as the best machine on the market. And only recently did EZ just come out with the Turbo tattoo machine that has a similar cam system on the inside to adjust the stroke length. All right, guys, so starting off right away with the price and comparing it to each other here on the WOS website, we'll see that the E50 tattoo machine is $250, and then if we go over to the EZ website, the P3 Pro Turbo tattoo machine is $269, so it's just a little more expensive. There will be a discount code down below in the description to get a discount off that EZ tattoo machine, so that will bring that tattoo machine to around $250. So both machines are around $250. For some reason, I reached out to WOS. They weren't able to give me a discount code, so I don't have a discount code for that one. I'm sorry, but I'll leave a link to the WOS tattoo machine also down in the video description. All right, we're going to start with the basics and then slowly get more detailed throughout the video. First up, looking at the EZ P3 Pro Turbo tattoo machine, we will see that it comes in a satin and gloss finish. It has a 1800 milliamp battery that you charge through the Type-C port at the top. Turning the tattoo machine on, we will notice that it displays volts and hertz. This tattoo machine goes all the way down to 4 volts or 45 hertz and all the way up to 12 volts or 170 hertz. The display also features a timer and battery life percentage. The tattoo machine also has a jumpstart mode that you could turn on and off by holding the up and down voltage buttons at the same time. You'll know you are in jumpstart mode when you see the little lightning bolt on the display. Comparing it to the WOS E50 Tattoo Machine, we'll see that the grip and then the display at the top are glossy, but then the machine overall is a matte finish. The interface is located at the top of the tattoo machine, where the buttons are not clicky, they are actually smooth, almost like a touch screen. The display does not show hertz, it only shows volts, and it goes all the way down to 4.5 volts, and the tattoo machine goes all the way up to 12 volts. This tattoo machine also has jumpstart mode. You activate it by holding on the positive and negative voltage buttons at the same time, similar to the turbo tattoo machine. The display is definitely minimalist and simple. It does have a battery life meter on it, though it does not show your battery life percentage, and you don't get to see the actual speed of your needle, which would be calculated in hertz, and it does not have a session timer on this either. I turned on both of the tattoo machines at 7 volts and I ran the machines, and to be honest, I held both of the machines at the same time and I could not figure out which one had more vibrations at 7 volts. They both are very similar in the same amount of vibrations that they have. Turning on both of the tattoo machines at the same time, we will see that the turbo tattoo machine turns on a lot quicker. The turbo machine turns on so much quicker that you can actually select your voltage, power the machine on before the WOS machine even finishes its load screen. When comparing the two tattoo machines side by side, the E50 is about a half an inch longer. Because the turbo machine is slightly shorter, it makes the machine have a little bit better forward balance compared to the WOS machine. When weighing the EZ turbo tattoo machine, it came in around 188 grams. And when putting the WOS E50 tattoo machine on the scale, it came in at 193 grams, which is about 5 to 6 grams more than the EZ tattoo machine. Now let's break these tattoo machines down and take a look at the individual parts. On the right is the WOS 33mm grip, and on the left is the slightly wider turbo grip coming in at 34mm. I would like to state that the turbo grip is a little longer, giving you more room to put your grip tape on your machine. Looking at the front section of motor housing, we will see that the turbo tattoo machine on the left is actually shorter than the WOS machine on the right. We will see on the turbo machine there is less threads here, and they are bigger where you put the grip on, as the WS has a lot of threads that are very tight to each other, making it hard to clean paper towel dust out of it. I am serious, this part collects a lot of paper towel dust. Taking a look at the core of the tattoo machine, we'll see that they are both very similar to each other. This big green thing on the inside is the EZ Tattoo Supplies custom external rotor brushless motor from Italy. And attached to that is a custom cam with drive bar system that goes down to 3.0 millimeter stroke all the way up to 5.0 millimeter stroke, and we're going to talk more about that in just a second. The WS tattoo machine also has a brushless motor with a unique cam system that goes from 3.0 stroke length all the way up to 5.0 stroke length. On the back part of this EZ motor housing is where you will attach the sealed 1800 milliamp battery. It is sealed so you cannot take the battery cell outside of the battery pack, which means if your battery pack dies, you have to buy a whole new battery pack. Compared to the WOS machine, there is a 2000 milliamp battery that is removable, and the removable batteries only cost about $5, which makes it very easy to replace the batteries in case they die. I'm going to briefly go over direct drive stroke adjustable cam systems right now. This monstrosity that you're looking at right here is a rotary style tattoo machine that I built. Right here is a stroke adjustable direct drive cam system. You can just loosen the screw right here, and then you can adjust it to any stroke length that you want. I'm just showing you guys this to tell you guys that this cam system has been available for a very long time. You can actually buy these cams right off of Amazon. The reason the industry doesn't really use them, other than enthusiast reasons, is because this cam system is pretty bulky and you need a pretty strong motor to run it. Now, this is the AXYS tattoo machine, which is also a stroke adjustable direct drive tattoo machine, and they tackled the problem a little bit differently. They have a system where the cam is at a set stroke length and it's attached to the drive bar, and you remove it right from the motor shaft. AXYS then has a system where they have a bunch of different cams with different stroke lengths that you could attach at any time. With this system, it allows them to make very custom cams for their individual stroke lengths. As we can see here, the cams have different size weights on them. The 5.0 cam system has a larger weight than the cam system on the 2.5 stroke length. Having the larger weight allows the cam to have a little more force behind it when it's hitting with the larger stroke length, compared to the smaller stroke lengths that has a smaller cam allowing for a lighter hit. The only drawback from this design is that it makes it very difficult if you want to change your stroke length during a tattoo. You would obviously have to take your whole machine apart, clean it, change the stroke length, rewrap it, and then you're ready to go. But even with that drawback, this tattoo machine is now finely tuned with the special cam for the stroke length, making this machine feel perfect in those stroke lengths. Now let's compare those systems to the Turbo machine and the WOS machine. And let's start with the Turbo. A system like this is all in one, and you don't have to worry about buying any extra cam systems or anything to adjust your stroke length. You simply loosen the screw on the side, you adjust the cam to whatever stroke length that you want, and then you tighten the screw. As simple as that. The one downfall of having the cam in an all-in-one system is that the weight on the cam is set and you can't change it like you can with the AXYS system, which means the machine is going to have a similar hit to it in all the stroke lengths. I also want to note that you guys should be lubing the drive bars on these type of tattoo machines. In the Turbo tattoo machine and the WOS tattoo machine, both do not come with any lube or anything for your drive bar. This is the type of machine lube that I use for my tattoo machines in case you guys want to get some for yourself. It also doesn't hurt to lube your O-rings up or anywhere where there is metal on metal contact. I do prefer adjusting the stroke length on the WOS machine compared to the Turbo tattoo machine. The WOS tattoo machine only has 3 different stroke lengths to choose from compared to the Turbo tattoo machine that has 5 different stroke lengths to choose from. Adjusting the cam on the WOS is just easier because you can read it better and it's just easier to line up with the stroke length that you want. Adjusting the stroke length on the Turbo tattoo machine and on the WOS tattoo machine during a tattoo has some hygiene issues. I do not highly suggest you guys do it during a tattoo, but if you guys do adjust your stroke length during a tattoo, try doing it in the cleanest way possible by opening up your tattoo machine, changing your gloves, adjusting the stroke length, put your tattoo machine back together, finish your tattoo, and then open your tattoo machine back up and clean it thoroughly. I will repeat that I do not suggest that you guys adjust your stroke length during your tattoo session. I just know people are going to do it anyways, so please do it in the cleanest way possible that makes you and your client feel safe. While working on practice skin, I have adjusted the stroke length on my machine during the session. Both machines, you can adjust the stroke length in under a minute. The Turbo tattoo machine is way quicker to adjust the stroke length on it on the fly because the motor housing is a lot quicker to open because there is less threads on it. I suggest all artists find the stroke length that works good for them with the machine that they are using and to stick with that stroke length rather than adjusting your stroke length every 5 seconds. I do believe all tattoo machines should allow you to take it apart, access the drive bar, and be stroke adjustable. Having the tattoo machine be stroke adjustable allows you to have a little more customization in how the machine feels, which is very important, especially when tattoo machines aren't that cheap. So what are my thoughts on this and what tattoo machine am I picking out of the two? I really like the design of the WOS E50, and let me tell you why. If you've been watching my YouTube channel for a while now, you will know that I absolutely like when tattoo machines allow you to take the battery cell out of them. That is simply because battery cells die over time and you should be able to replace them. And if you got this system right here where you can replace it like this battery is only like $5. So you could just buy a couple of these per year and then you'll have really good battery cells throughout the whole year. And then another thing that I am a big sucker for is where you can have the buttons on the top of the tattoo machine like this. My very expensive AXYS tattoo machine that cost about $1,100. I have a whole review video on my YouTube channel about this, but this is the tattoo machine that I use on most days. And the nice thing about this tattoo machine is that it has the removable battery cell on the inside and the buttons are on the top. I am a sucker for that. I love that. Now, something I can absolutely not stand at all in this WOS E50 tattoo machine is this touchscreen on the top. It is a touchscreen. It is not like an actual clickable buttons like here on the AXYS tattoo machine. You have actual like buttons that have feedback and you push them and they click. This does not have that. It is like a touch screen, and anytime you are touching this tattoo machine, just putting it in your drawer or taking it apart to change the stroke length or anything, just touching this tattoo machine, it basically just turns on without you even trying, and then that load screen takes a very long time to load and start up. A lot of you guys are probably at home just thinking like, oh, you're just complaining about anything. You just don't touch that and it won't start. Dude, I am telling you guys, anytime you touch this tattoo machine, anytime you take it apart, you basically have to take the battery out of it because hardly touching this button at the top is going to turn your machine on, and it's so annoying. Not only is this tattoo machine turning on randomly when you're trying to wrap your tattoo machine and whatever because you're bumping the button, but it also, you know, you accidentally also pause it when you go to change your voltage because your finger is right there and you're reaching over the on button right there to try to hit that voltage button. You know, when you're tattooing, toot, 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 gotta change my voltage. You're reaching over that power button to get to that voltage button, and you're accidentally touching the power, accidentally turning your tattoo machine on. Another thing for me is that this grip is just too short this direction. I would like my grip to be a little wider just because I use grip tape on my tattoo machine, and when I use grip tape on this, my grip tape is too wide. It's going over the body of the machine a little bit, hooking onto this part, making it hard to twist the grip. The same issue was with the AXYS tattoo machine when it first came out. It had a tiny little grip, and I had to replace it and get this bigger grip just so I had more room for my grip tape on the machine. I do not know why companies keep doing this, because you would think that they would want a bigger front grip so that your tattoo machine is, you know, forward heavy and that it would fit your grip tape. The turbo tattoo machine has a longer grip, as you can see there, so you guys could actually put your grip tape on it without it being an issue. And there's actual clickable buttons on this machine, not the touchscreen. Something that I really like about the turbo tattoo machine is that taking it apart is super easy. So you only got to spin it a few times, and then the machine is taken apart, because the threads on here, there's less threads and that they're bigger, so it's also easier to clean the inside of those threads. Compared to the WOS tattoo machine, you have to spin this thing forever. Look, I'm still spinning it. I'm still spinning it. I'm still spinning it. Oh, look at that. I accidentally turned it on. I told you guys. I told you guys that that happens. But look at it. I'm still spinning it. Still spinning. Okay, now we got it open. And these threads, there is a lot of threads. A lot of threads. And they are super tiny and super close to each other. So when I was wiping this down with my paper towel, these threads actually just got a whole bunch of paper towel dust in all these threads, and it was a pain. It was a pain in the ass to clean out all these threads of paper towel dust. I absolutely love how the WOS tattoo machine looks, and it has the battery on the inside, the buttons on the top. One of the things is that it has a matte finish to it, which is kind of a bold move to do, because we use Vaseline like every single day when we tattoo, and getting Vaseline on this is kind of a pain to get it off because it just makes it super shiny. So you got to spray it with the alcohol a lot and wipe it really good, you know, and if you get ink on it, it's a little harder to get off compared to the Easy Tattoo Machine, where it's a satin finish. So it's actually a little bit more glossy right here. The ring right here is actually glossy, so it's really easy to clean off. It does get fingerprints on it though, but the black part right here, the satin finish, I wish that the WOS tattoo machine did that all the way through. I wish that the grip was a little bit bigger on it, and I wish that the buttons were clicky and not touchscreen. That would make this tattoo machine so much better. Now, when we take the tattoo machines apart and put them side by side, we'll see that the WOS cam system is actually better than the Turbo's cam system. And what I mean by that is that the cam system on the WOS, the drive bar does not fall off when you loosen it. You can loosen it, and then you can slide that back and forth. It will not fall off, and it's easier to read the numbers on the side and align them with the stroke length that you want. And then the bad thing about the Turbo's cam system is if you loosen it all the way, this little grub screw on the side to change your stroke length, you can actually loosen it enough to where the drive bar can fall off. So if you're doing it on the fly during a tattoo or something, like you change your gloves, your hands are clean, and you're trying to change your stroke length during your tattoo, you got to make sure that you don't loosen that too much to where your drive bar literally falls on the ground. I've actually had it happen to me. So you want to make sure that that doesn't happen, because then you're going to have to clean your whole tattoo machine. If that touches the ground, that's not going to be good. And then the Turbo tattoo machine actually has more stroke lengths. This has 5 different stroke lengths and indications to go to those stroke lengths on the cam. And then the WOS tattoo machine has 3 stroke lengths, and they are easier to switch into those stroke lengths than the Turbo stroke length. The Turbo stroke lengths are a little harder just because you have to push this drive bar off to the side to see the line that lines up with the stroke length. So it's a little more difficult changing your stroke length on the Turbo tattoo machine than it is the WOS tattoo machine. But there's more stroke lengths on the Turbo. Now that's a lot of details about the machines, but let's give you some actual information on how the tattoo machines feel and how they put ink into the skin. Now, when using the Easy Turbo tattoo machine on skin, it felt really good in all the stroke lengths. Now, I've used the FK Irons Flux tattoo machine for many years. I've used this tattoo machine for probably 3 or 4 years straight. And the Flux tattoo machine feels a lot alike, almost exactly alike the Turbo tattoo machine, other than and 3.0 stroke length. The FK Irons 3.0 stroke tattoo machines or the Flux 3.2 stroke tattoo machines hit the skin just a little bit softer, and it's because of the weight that they have on the cam. All direct drive tattoo machines have a little weight on the end of the cam that looks a lot like this. This is the one on this. It's a brass weight. And what companies do on fixed stroke tattoo machines like this one, they can make that weight a little bit smaller, which will bring that cam around a little bit lighter, hitting the skin a little bit lighter. So on a smaller stroke tattoo machine, that weight will be a little bit smaller on the inside. On one like this, it's actually a fixed weight. So you cannot adjust the weight that's on the cam, but you can adjust the stroke length. So it's a little bit different. It's hard to explain. I'm going to make a whole video in the future, I think, comparing swash plate drive tattoo machines compared to just standard direct drive tattoo machines compared to direct drive stroke adjustable tattoo machines, because they're all different and there's a lot to talk about in that area. Because the turbo machine has a bigger fixed weight to it, it actually feels really, really good outlining with the 3.0 stroke. Like it almost feels like a 4.0 millimeter stroke, just because it puts in lines super solid, but then it also lays black and gray like super smooth. It is really nice in 3.0 stroke. And then basically all the stroke lengths after that feel very similar to the 3.0, but that you can move your hand faster. So if you want to move faster with outlining and stuff, go for the 4.0. The 4.0 is like literally like the perfect sweet spot on this machine. And then if you're a really fast outliner, you got a big project you have to get done in a couple hours, you got to outline like a whole back piece or something. You don't have to do much black and gray or anything. If you just got to do like strictly outlining, I would almost say set it up with the 4.5 stroke length. Now with the higher stroke lengths, you want to be careful because needle cartridges aren't really meant to go past 4.5 stroke length. It actually starts putting a lot of tension on like the inside of your cartridge and stuff. Like in the longer stroke lengths, I actually had to stick my needle out further out of the cartridge just because the needle tried coming in so far, and they could only come in so far before the needle starts buckling on itself and making some weird crazy sound or whatever. So you actually have to stick the needle out farther. So in further stroke lengths, your needle is spitting out a little more ink. A lot of that is like a cartridge issue and stuff. I don't really use cartridges that are meant for 4.5 or higher stroke length. I have issues with cartridges in super high stroke lengths, not the machine, is what I'm trying to say. One of the problems with the turbo tattoo machine is that they have 4 volts on it, and this tattoo machine is very weak at 4 volts. It doesn't even really want to start sometimes, so you got to have jump start mode on, which is that little lightning bolt right on the screen right there. And then when you turn it on, your needle will start up, and then it will be very weak. Like you can almost stop it. You can completely stop it in 4 volts. So 4 volts isn't really usable, but it's there on the battery. I don't know why. Now, when using the WOS E50 tattoo machine on practice skin, I actually found the tattoo machine somewhat difficult to use. This tattoo machine just runs so much faster than all the other tattoo machines that I've been using lately. So when I went from testing this tattoo machine for like an hour, and then I switched to right away to go to test this tattoo machine, it was a really different change. Like it felt way different than the turbo tattoo machine. This one was just going so fast. I was trying to use this one at 8 volts because that's the one I was using this one at 8 volts. So when I switched to using this one, it was just going so fast, and I had a difficult time trying to find like the right speed, just because even at lower speeds at like 7 volts or whatever, it felt like it was still going so much faster than this machine was at 8 volts. I never have that issue with a tattoo machine where it's hard to find the right voltage. That's something that you have issues like when you first start tattooing and you never held a tattoo. I've held lots of tattoo machines. I know what I like. I know what speed needle I like. I know what feel I like in a tattoo machine. For some reason, this one was just so hard to dial in. I went through all the stroke lengths with this one, which are way less stroke lengths because there's only 3 stroke lengths on this compared to 5 on the other one. And I didn't really want to put it in between stroke lengths because it just didn't seem right. But each one of these stroke lengths also felt off to me. They didn't feel like true to that stroke length. Like using this other one, like the 4.0 on this felt just like the 4.0 on the Flux tattoo machine. But using, this tattoo machine at 4.0 felt like a whole different machine. It almost felt like a 4.5 or something. Like it just felt like the stroke lengths were off, but I don't know if that's because the speed of the machine felt off to me the whole time using it. I know a lot of you guys are going to be in the comments because there's some hardcore WOS bros, and I know you guys are going to be in the comments saying that I am dumb or something and that I just don't know what I'm doing with the machine and that you guys are just getting amazing work done using this machine, and I don't care. No matter what, you guys cannot argue the fact that this touchscreen on the top is ridiculous. You barely touch it. You're just anything you're doing, it is just turning on accident and turning off on accident. And changing voltages is sometimes stupid because you'll go to change the voltage and you'll accidentally turn on or pause the machine or something. It's just, you guys cannot argue that fact no matter what. Ergonomics on this machine is a little whack. Thank you so much to Captain Ron for sending me this tattoo machine to use for this video today. I am actually going to the post office tomorrow to ship this back to him because this is actually Captain Ron's tattoo machine. He didn't give it to me to keep. I'm actually giving it back to him, so I will ship that back out to you tomorrow. Over on Captain Ron's YouTube channel, he actually has a couple in-depth reviews on the E50 tattoo machine. He also has in-depth review on the new E60 tattoo machine, so go over there and check that out. And then on my YouTube channel, I have in-depth review going over everything on the turbo tattoo machine. So if there's anything I left out in this video on the turbo machine, I probably talk about it over in that video. If anyone watching this has either of these tattoo machines, let me know down in the comments on how you like them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day. Peace out. Bye-bye.